What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to even more Planet Coaster news. Hot on the heels of the release date of the Ghostbusters DLC, which I just got done making a video on and publishing, I just got the newsletter from Planet Coaster, and snuck into that newsletter was one image and a small description talking about the new DLC, as well as the 1.12 update. Now, as they previously have announced, I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but on the forums was the only place I've seen this. I haven't seen them say this anywhere else except the forums themselves when you read it. They did say that they are going to add a new ride in 1.12 for free. This ride is basically it's the unskinned version or unthemed version of what we're getting in the Ghostbusters DLC of the Shooter Dark ride. They call it Quick Draw. Up until today, we haven't seen anything else about this. We haven't even seen the Ghostbusters one yet. But in the newsletter, they did show off this image, which you guys are seeing. I apologize for the low res. I tried to find a bigger version of this. I looked everywhere. I tried to find ways to make it better, and this is what we get. So what you're seeing, this is the Quick Draw. It is a dark ride. Emphasis on dark, I guess you could suppose, because I mean you could make this outside too. It doesn't have to be inside, but I mean typically these are going to be indoor rides. Very similar to Battle for Metropolis, Toy Story Mania, any of those Sally dark rides and stuff where they give you the guns and then they send you through the course, and then you shoot at the targets during the ride, and then at the end of it you're scored and see how well you score against say whoever you're with or other people on the ride at the time. It's a very, very interesting concept for amusement parks and stuff that's been around for a very, very long time. It's surprising that they are actually adding this into the game. I was very interested to see how this is going to work. When I first heard that they were doing the Ghostbusters DLC, excuse me, and they said that this was going to be in that, I was excited. I was like, ooh, that's really cool. I can't believe they're going to do that. And then I found out they're doing a unthemed version that's going to be free for everybody. You don't have to buy the DLC to get this, which makes me wonder why buy the DLC at all. But I already talked about that in another video. So what I want to talk about right now, just for a few moments here, is just what we're seeing. So obviously you have a bunch of targets that are just kind of scattered around there. And I wonder how that's going to work. I'm very interested in how the scoring system is going to work. Apparently, you can also play this, like as you know how in the coasters you can like ride the coasters and stuff. Apparently, you can do a on-ride of this and actually shoot at the targets yourselves. Very much like how on the go-kart tracks, in case you guys didn't know this, those who are new to Planet Coaster and maybe haven't heard, you can actually drive the go-karts. Don't know if you knew that, but you can. So very similar to that, this one lets you actually shoot at the targets yourself as you're riding the ride from the POV view. So that's very interesting. So how does the scoring work? How does any of that work? We don't know yet. But I do notice that we have these targets and stuff that are everywhere up on these buildings. Hopefully there are different sizes of these. Maybe these are how it scores. Like you have to shoot at these particular targets, and that's what does the scoring system. So hopefully there are smaller ones that we can hide behind a lot of other stuff, because if you're making your own dark ride, you may not want your targets to be actual targets. You may be like, oh, well, shoot at this ghost, or shoot at this bird or this velociraptor or something like that. So maybe you might want to do it differently, and you don't want a giant target like that you have to shoot at. So hopefully there are different variations of that, or maybe that's not even how it works. Maybe you go in and you select the scenery that will be the targets. Maybe that's how that works. We don't know yet. It's all speculation right now. We'll find out Tuesday, June 4th, when the actual DLC does come out, as well as the 1.12 free update. The free update is more or less what I am interested in the most right now. It's also going to have, as Shantae said on the Frontier Extra, they are also going to have bug updates, fixes, general improvements. So I'm interested in seeing what those are going to be as well. See what they maybe have fixed or broken again, as is typically what happens when a new DLC comes out. Let's talk about the ride itself. Actually, the unthemed track right here. So the Quick Draw cars. This looks like the same exact thing we got in one of the last DLCs. What was it? Magnificent Rides, where it was I mean, it's kind of based on the Beauty and the Beast one, even though they said it wasn't. It looks identical to the Beauty and the Beast ride coming to Disney, the dark ride for that. So there's not a whole lot different on that one. It also looks much like the Haunted House dark ride that we got with the Spooky DLC as well. I'm not seeing a whole lot of that. So obviously you got the movement and the track system and how you can have it tilt and like rotate and do everything that the other cars can do. And it looks like all they did was just add guns to the guests' hands. I mean, I don't even see cables or anything coming off of that, or anywhere where you can set the guns into like holsters or anything. It looks like the guests will just get on the ride and then automatically have the guns in their hands. So, alrighty then. Hopefully you can also change the colors of the guns. We'll have to wait and see on that. In this photo, that's the only thing I'm seeing. It looks like it uses the same track system as the regular track rides do. And yeah, that's really all we can talk about in this particular photo. There's nothing else. But I was surprised to get the newsletter and see this in it. If you guys don't get the newsletter, well, here you go. And this is just kind of my thoughts on this. So like I said, I like the Ghostbusters DLC. I just don't think the Ghostbusters DLC is worth $14.99. I may have went ahead and gotten it if the dark ride was only in that, just so I could play around with that. But I mean, it's obviously going to be extremely themed. It's probably going to have a big Ghostbusters symbol on the side of it, or themed to Ecto 1 or something, which will make it very hard to theme to anything else. So when I heard they were making the unthemed version that's going to be free, I was like, why pay $14.99 for what I want when I can get it for free? So it's good to actually see this and what we are actually going to be getting. I'm very excited for that. So can't wait to get this. Can't wait to get my hands on it. We'll probably see more of this on Monday from the Frontier crew, as I have had many references to them, but they're favorites, and they'll probably have more stuff on this on Monday before we get our hands on it. But I'm very, very excited for the 1.12 update, more so than I am the Ghostbusters DLC. The Ghostbusters DLC, it looks good. It does. But it's just, I'm not paying $14.99 for that. I'm just not. But again, I already raged about that in another video. Not going to do it in this one. This rant, I'm not even ranting in this one. This is awesome. I'm really liking this. This will fit really well into Silverwood. I've having some thoughts about maybe how we could get some dark rides and stuff into it. So I'm excited for this. And it's not overly Western themed either. So you could put this into any park, really. I do wish the cars looked different than what we've already seen and just not different colors or something. But yeah, I mean, this is fine. It is what it is. I'm happy with this. I can live with this. I just want to see how it works. So what do you guys think? You let me know in the comments below what you guys think about the quick draw, how the target system will work. What do you guys think it's going to work? Are you looking forward to the 1.12? You tell me. I will see you on the flip side, wherever you are in the world. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'll see you on Twitch in a little while. Later, guys. What's up, everybody? Thank you for watching the video. If you haven't already, make sure you click that subscribe button down below and click on the bell to stay on top of all my new videos and live streaming events here on YouTube. I also want to give a huge shout out to all the names you see on the right for their support through donations, Patreon, and through Twitch subs. If you would like to join their ranks and you are able, you can do so by clicking on any of those links in the video description down below. No worries though, if you don't like giving away money like that, you can still support the channel by purchasing games or anything through Greenman Gaming, through Humble Bundle, or through Amazon by clicking on my links and making your purchase. A little bit of that goes towards me to support the channel. If you still can't get enough of me, you can always check me out live on twitch.tv and stay up to date with me on Twitter as well. Now that's going to be it, but I can't say thank you enough for all your support here on the channel. Wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. See you later.